Gamers, today we're going to be reacting to debunking some of the scariest videos from the ocean. If you enjoy, feel free to drop a like and a sub. I will also leave a link to the original video in the description, top of the description. I highly recommend you go watch the original video first before checking out my reaction. With all that being said, if you enjoy your stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub, as well as stop by a Twitch stream sometime. I go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Enjoy. VFX artists debunk sea monsters. They did it. Chad, do we want to watch that or something else? I think we watch that really quickly because it's a short one. It's short.
In this world,
I'm hungry. Yo, nice to meet you, Hungry. I'm Chris. Oh, my bad, corridor crew. Let me drop you a sub here real quick, goat.
Mystery. There's one mystery that we have not yet explored to debunk, and that is deep sea creatures. Because, you know, that is where things are unexplored and unexplained. And we're going to take a look at some of those unexplainable clips.
Man.
Monsters, trickery, real things? I don't know. We're going to find out.
We got the sunken debunking.
If there's anywhere on Earth that these cryptids are going to exist, it's going to be in the ocean. There's a lot of...
Chris, I love your show. My uncle was on it. I love your show. Oh, yo, I got you, man. Yeah. That son of a fucking bitch. That young boy said he was 12, and that dude said all sorts of perverted shit. And we met up with him at a hotel. Now, what they didn't record was me beating his ass outside, okay? Out back of the motel, okay? I beat that dude silly, okay? Then I tickled him. He's actually 11. Damn, bro, your uncle tell you about the details? Was your uncle telling you that from the fucking jail phone? Just kidding, they don't put those people away. It's America. They're like, aw, man. Well, don't do it again, guys. Oh, you did it again? Well, guys, you know, third time, you know. Yeah, I was 3. Dude, what the hell was your dad thinking? I know that pervert didn't come from your mother's side. Your mother's a nice woman. Anyways, Potato Daddy, what's up, dude? Welcome in. He was telling me all the stories. Oh, he's got multiple? See? That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's why they just need to fucking, people like that, fry their nuts off. Yep, fry them off. Just cut them off. Why not? Anyways, welcome in, Potato. How's it going, homie?
real scientific reasons that would support that. The moment you go under the ocean, we are no longer dealing with the same rules as creatures above land. The creatures can grow so big, humongous. The largest animal on the planet lives in the ocean.
And has ever lived on the planet, bigger than any dinosaur. We need to start with the most famous sea creature of all of them, the Loch Ness Monster.
Stories of a monster in the Great Lake of Scotland started
we're gonna look at some Loch Ness monsters? Okay. Plot twist, he's actually my cousin and my uncle? Yo, somebody break that down for me. What would the family tree look like? Would it look like a circle or a branch there?
actually like 1,500 years ago. And so when this guy took a photo in 1934, it started a craze.
1934?
And it looks like a friggin' long neck dinosaur, right?
It's that perfect,
Dude, that's somebody's penis sticking out of the water. Cut it out.
like blurry, grainy, leaves it up to your imagination silhouette. I've always thought the waves looked really big in this photo.
That's I'm
actually
duck.
looking at something this big sticking out of the water.
Interesting. Of course, it hit the newspapers. Everyone's freaking out about the Loch Ness Monster. This is still kind of cropped in. The original photo.
Wait, is the original photo?
This is really what gives you a sense of scale.
No.
Those weren't big waves, they were ripples.
It's like that would have to be a photo of like the middle of the Atlantic Ocean for the scale to check out.
It's like a little thing. It's like maybe a couple feet long, right? But what is it?
It's probably just a weird floating log with a branch on it or something like that. Or like a goose.
The original 1934 photo.
That was me swimming on my back in Ireland. Chat, do we have any guesses of what it was before they say? I think, oh man, I don't even know, dude. I think it was like some sort of dinosaur toy, right? I mean, that would make sense. Probably just build up a little fucking, they probably put a couple bricks in there. Maybe, what did they have in 1934? I mean, they didn't have Velcro. So I'm trying to think of like what else they like wouldn't have had. They would have had, did they have tape in 1934? Bird, it was Bigfoot. It was Bigfoot, I agree. It was a plaster creation. Ooh, yeah. That's some shit they do in 1934. All right, let's hear it.
wasn't just a piece of driftwood in the water. It was actually an elaborate hoax.
Oh, really?
Now, this is a recreation, and I just find it kind of amusing.
It's perfect.
They literally just took a toy submarine and they just made up this whole thing out of like wood and putty and just like put it out into the water, took some photos, sent it to the mail, and started a craze. It worked.
Daily
this
Mail.
is very already well accepted as a hoax, not real. We are here
Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this then, huh? Why did these motherfuckers try and sell me on this for so long, huh? Oh, what do you mean they're grifting for money? What are you talking about?
to actually debunk some stuff that you might not have seen, such as actual footage of the Loch Ness Monster jumping out of the water.
Oh.
Back of him. That's handwriting. Oh my god!
What the hell?
Wow, okay, that's straight up like an Elasmosaurus.
That's a
Yo, Potato, thank you so much for the follow, homie. I appreciate you.
great little VFX comp.
You think it's VFX?
I think it's VFX.
Because if it's not VFX, then dinosaurs are real still.
The motion is very clearly a replication of whale motion.
See, dude, and that, he can get away with this because they have 6.6 million subscribers or whatever. But, if I said that and I uploaded a reaction video, I was like, that's VFX. If that was real, then dinosaurs are real. I'm gonna have my comment section flooded with the most QAnon following motherfuckers being like, dude, it is real. Are you fucking stupid? Dinosaurs are real, dumbass. Look at a crocodile, you fucking idiot. Have you ever heard of the giant squid? Yeah, they thought that wasn't real until 2014. Well, now they've been proven wrong, idiot. That's gonna be you next, owned. I don't know why young people try and teach us old people anything. Yeah, you talk too damn much. Chickens are dinosaurs, dumbass. Hey, do you ever go outside of your mom's basement, idiot? I'm gonna be like, guys, for real, does it really matter that much that some fucking dumbass on the internet that looks like this disagrees with you? Do we really need to get this upset? Is it really that upsetting? I didn't start saying that whenever people get pressed. Or like, you know, one of the things that I say to them is like, is it really this upsetting that I said this ghost wasn't real? Is it really this upsetting? Did it ruin your day? If I have the emotional power over you, someone I've never met before, to do that to you, then I have too much power, brother. You need to get off the internet. Yeah, thank you, Ami. You were Potato, you were close there. Not quite though, brother.
The way it breaches and turns and splashes is exactly
yeah, it does
how
look like
you
a
would
whale.
animate something if you're an artist, referencing the motion of one creature to apply it to another creatively.
I went ahead and actually tried to stabilize this, and that actually ended up taking a lot of effort. This was not an easy shot to stabilize.
I still stand by VFX. It looks like animation. It's really well done, actually.
So I dove deeper and I checked out the YouTube channel that it was uploaded to.
No.
I was like, wait a minute. Is this just viral marketing for the water horse? That's exactly it. It was just an elaborate marketing scheme to try to create a viral video of a cryptid under the water.
Why
for
would
this move.
Sony upload? Dude, Sony, make another fucking page, you assholes. Sony, go out and buy a fucking YouTube channel with like 3,000 subs and upload that shit. What the fuck? Wait, didn't this come out in like fucking 2013 though? Maybe they weren't that smart yet.
Wow.
I think it's pretty well done as far as
It is very
visual
well
effects
done.
shots go, but I think it's very safe to say that this is obviously an effect.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one.
Yo, guys, use fucking, what is this called again? Creator Crew for 20% off your first purchase at squarespace.com. 10% off.
Or 10% off your first purchase of either a website or
Cheap ass fucking Squarespace.
a domain. It's pretty great. If you want a website, check it out. You think you have to go all the way to Scotland to find these creatures? Well, turns out they're actually living in our own backyard.
Are you
Have
serious?
you heard of Champ?
What is Champ?
The lake is called Lake Champlain. There are reports of this huge creature in the lake over time, and a long time ago. This is a story that started with this photo. It's called the Manzi
What is
photograph.
that?
And this was taken in 1977.
It looks
It's a
like
snake. It's a snake.
a Loch Ness photograph, but it actually looks bigger and not like a little toy.
And there's like some
Collect domains and sell them? Yo, honestly, W side hustle.
specularity on it that's kind of confused me. So it's obviously something that's relatively shiny.
I think the photo's a good photo, and it doesn't seem to be part of a hoax at all. A lot of people wanted to debunk that. Everyone's made tons of
Has anyone ever told you they wanted to braid your beard hairs with their tongue? Yeah, some freak came in here earlier and basically said that, yeah.
creations.
But I love freaks. We're collecting freaks around these parts. Feel free to join our Discord, big guy.
Floating wood. Oh yeah, but
Pretty good model there, though.
a pretty good model showing what it would look like.
Yeah.
Like even still, you look at that. That's like the most awkward looking log.
Yeah, trees don't really do that with their roots.
And also, the water was only 14 feet deep. You know, like a creature couldn't fit in 14-foot deep water. 14 feet is actually very deep. And I'm sorry, if something's sticking out of the water like that, look at this, elasmosaur. They found this in Australia recently, and it's like a full skeleton. You want to see how big one of these things was? Not that big.
Yeah, not that big.
14 foot. You want to see what a creature in 14-foot deep water is actually?
Yes.
I found a model of this dinosaur, the elasmosaur, that everyone is basing their sea creatures off of, and said, all right, let's just see. Let's just see if this would fit the mark for that spot.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's plenty of space.
Plenty.
That's a really long neck.
So,
It's totally plausible from like a measurement standpoint.
so is that the actual creature that they base like Loch Ness Monster off of? They're like, yeah, this dinosaur existed, and this is what the Loch Ness Monster looks like. So this is probably what the Loch Ness Monster is if it's actually real. Okay.
Not necessarily from an evolutionary standpoint. From a cryptozoology standpoint, it's completely plausible.
Whoa.
Jeez. Is that an orca?
Is that a killer whale? That looks like an orca.
It almost looks like something's composited onto the lake there.
But whatever's
Yeah.
making the waves is real. Like that, those are real waves, right?
That's in Lake Champlain?
Allegedly.
I don't think that's Lake Champlain. Before going any further into this video, it
Dude, what the fuck did they do to the dog?
actually looks like a video that I've brought to you guys. Where somebody be like, what is this? And people couldn't figure it out.
The heck?
Oh,
What the heck?
it's kind of similar. That's a little different though.
Dude. If that happened to me every day of my life, I'd be like, nah, dude, I'm living on borrowed time. That's crazy, bro. There's fucking 5 Loch Ness monsters all closing in on me.
What was the stuff in the background? There's like synchronized. What in the world?
Is it a giant squid with tentacles reaching out, retracting them back into the ocean?
I know what it is. I'm gonna let you enjoy this though, Ren.
Smash?
Do you really know?
Yeah.
Now pull up the full video. Perfect.
Oh. Oh my God, look at this. Is that a sturgeon?
Those are manatees.
Manatees.
Oh.
When manatees get spooked, they do a response where they take their tail and they smack it on the surface. They swim away to make a lot of noise and bubbles. And that's what you're seeing.
He spooked one manatee, and then all of the other manatees in the area just freak the hell out and start just splashing their tails and fins on the water.
Now this makes sense when we were watching the other clip. You said, I don't think that's Lake Champlain.
You know what? That does look like a manatee.
So the dog didn't die. It's just all the manatees started it could have got injured, but it just started flapping around. So it like covered up the dog. It looks like it got eaten.
That looks just like the video
I fucked a manatee unintentionally. Oh yeah, break that story down for us, Potato.
that you just showed.
You know, is this actually Lake Champlain? I don't know. Obviously, there's no manatees up in Canada.
Thing is, this is on a repost channel. This is the original source.
What's the
Oh.
easiest thing to fake about this video?
The location.
The title.
Yeah,
The
the
title.
title. Gentlemen, have you heard of the bloop?
Bless you.
So this was recorded in 1997 when they're doing underwater research with microphones down deep underwater, 3,000 kilometers away. So basically what you're seeing here is time is moving forward left to right, and you get frequency up to down, and the color is the intensity. So at one moment in time there, all those frequencies lit up really loudly, and it got quiet, and you have another little one, and it's quiet from there.
Could we even hear this? We could hear that, right?
We can hear, we can feel this more than we can hear it. We can hear the top end. Would you guys like to hear it?
Oh.
Okay, so what I'm gonna play has been sped up so that it raises the hertz, the frequency, a little bit to more of an audible range. That was it. Bloop.
Yeah, that's just.
Dude, fucking shark swum by and farted on it, dude. What are you talking about? I was swimming in a lake here in Florida that has manatees and you aren't allowed to touch them, and it came up, ripped my swim trunks off, and fucked my ass, and I couldn't do none. LMAFAO JK, that was the priest, not a manatee. Okay, Potato Dude, I'm gonna need you to calm down, buddy. Okay? Or Potato Dad, or whatever. Sorry, Potato Dad, that's my bad, man. A dolphin would do that? Yeah, a dolphin would do that, bro. They're devious.
This is an air bubble.
Except it's so loud that you heard it from 2
It
microphones
was a spider crab. That thing just took a shit on the camera and microphone.
from 3,000 kilometers apart.
Oh, is this just the sound of the Ocean Gate submersible imploding?
No.
It's too loud to be a blue whale. The loudness of this exceeds what any animal could create, unless deep down in the dark there's some larger creature.
And this isn't like an explosion or something, is it?
0 to 50 hertz is effectively like sub bass. That is the smooth, soft, bassy vibrations.
It's not like a volcano erupting.
It's not like a volcano, you're right. Exactly. It's very sharp too and short.
It almost feels like a.
Dude, I need Potato Dad and Jay to go on a freak off in my chat here, bro.
Bass drum getting tapped.
But Jay's asleep.
Which is what makes it so mysterious. What bass drum underwater in the ocean is loud enough to go
true.
3,000 kilometers?
Unless they just fucking faked it and played a fucking bass. Chris, can we watch Journey to the Center of the Earth? Sure. I think I watched that when I was younger and I was like...
Kilometers away. So they
Oh, it has
captured
dinos? Okay, I'm in.
more bloops. And they did this again in 2005, and they figured out where it's coming from. It's coming from Antarctica.
What?
And it's the sound of the ice shells sheathing off of Antarctica.
Oh!
Really? Single crack. And that's what causes that single loud bass drum. Is like a whole ice shelf snapping off of Antarctica.
Oh, wow.
That's freaky.
So what we're hearing isn't the ice falling into the ocean, it's literally the ice itself snapping.
You know when you put your water into a cup full of ice and hear the ice cracking?
Yeah.
It's like that, but like the size of a continental
Okay.
shelf of ice.
To my stable and peg your pooter with my purple pecker, boy, I'll bend you over backwards and shatter your spinal cord with this horse meat ding dong, and that's on BBG.
Turns out it's not some crazy giant underwater creature that can emit powerful blasts, but the ice shelves crack.
Well, there
That's
could
ice
be
waves.
people, or not people,
Because
creatures.
It still spawned this whole thing of this fictional creature called the bloop being the world's supposedly largest sea creature. It's like there's so much fan fiction around it.
One last thing. I want you guys to tell me, is this real or fake?
Oh, the fake
That's like
zoom
an
in.
actual Pokemon.
Is this
The fake zoom in is
this
crazy.
VFX?
Yeah, it looks real to me. I see little particles in the water that float over the top of it. It's going a little bit
That's so clearly like a shot from a fucking movie.
slower than the particles closer to the camera, so that works out. What it is, I couldn't possibly tell you. Maybe it's a piece of trash.
I'm gonna warn you, this video has a sad ending.
It's moving? Oh, what
wow.
the heck?
Oh, that's just the light reflecting. It's not lights, but that's cool.
Wait, what?
That's just like a crazy squid. Yeah, it looks
is it?
like a.
Sorry, my bad, dude. Too high quality, got me.
Wait.
I got fooled.
It looked like it ripped up there at the end.
Oh, wait.
First off, it shape shifts from
I was right.
this weird symmetrical shape, and then suddenly becomes like a jellyfish, effectively. It's like a jellyfish with RGB lights, and someone in the submarine is like changing the colors, putting it on party mode.
It looks like they blasted it with a jet of water or something, and that's why it moves all crazy there, and it looked like it actually kind of got ripped apart.
Yeah, it looks like it blew up.
This is a jellyfish.
Wait, this is real?
Yeah, this is real. This
That's
is not
a
visual
real-
effects. This is a real jellyfish. It's a comb jelly.
Never
But
mind,
it's
I got
not
got
Is
again.
that actually emitting RGB light, or is that reflecting?
It's actually,
It's actually
light.
emitting that light? Holy
There's a jellyfish
crap.
that actually emits rainbow light like that. And then unfortunately it swims a little too close to the ROV here, and one of their water jets to control it hits it and tears it up and it flies off into the ocean. It probably changed modes from like eating mode to like defense mode right there. when like it came closer to the submersible.
It's got the Razer LEDs on.
The jellyfish for gamers by gamers.
Yeah, it's like when people like make aliens in movies, they gotta look at jellyfish more. I think there's like a pretty clear sign of like what kind of craziness you should expect from like creatures on other planets. So I don't feel like we really found any paranormal sea creatures that we couldn't explain. At the end of the day, it was just really interesting footage of animals.
The huge challenge with this is the creatures in the sea are already so crazy that even when you're just looking at normal footage, you're like, I can't conceive of what this would ever be.
All the creatures at the bottom of the ocean look paranormal, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are. We want to do more of these debunking videos, so if you find something that is just so unexplainable that you want us to take a look at, send it to debunk@quarterdigital.com.
Consider subscribing, and the best way to support us is by subscribing on quarterdigital.com. Come ahead.
Swag. Swag.